From SeaWorld Fantastic to Disney Magic, today's Kite Maker Corner's done it all. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Skyrider Limited. Today, on episode 4 of the Kite Maker Corner, can you believe it? We're like a third of the way through these already. We've got John Lutter. John is the head of the Kite Man Group. For those who aren't familiar with Kite Man Group, it was founded by Bruce Flora. Bruce brought kites to Disney, amongst a lot of other places. But I would say they're probably best known for their work at Disney. Though they've worked at Cedar Point, SeaWorld, and tons of other stuff. John is a kite maker, but not the way that everybody, I mean, I shouldn't say that. That's unfair to John. John builds some really incredible kites and works with some incredible kite makers, but he's also a creator. They're building not just kites, but shows. And so they have some kites that they design and build themselves. They also are working with like Peter Lynn out of New Zealand. John and I spent a bunch of time together at convention, and I eventually corralled him for one of these videos and asked him the Kite Maker Corner questions. For those that need a refresher here, those are favorite kite you have ever owned, your favorite kite you have ever flown, and your favorite design. So let's dive right in and hear John's answers. Welcome back, guys. So Kite Maker Corner time. We're with John Lutter from Kite Man Group. So, John, you've been a kite shop owner. You've been, shows in Disney with Kite Man and SeaWorld and all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
Very different type of kite making from
Absolutely.
a lot of the kite artists that we've had on here. But I think that's kind of why I'm really excited to hear your answers. So, 3 questions. Favorite kite you've ever owned, your
Okay.
favorite kite you've ever flown, your favorite design. Doesn't have to be your design.
Okay. I guess my favorite kite I've ever, what was it?
Kite you've owned
Owned?
first.
Probably one of the kites I made with the Robert Brasington. I did a workshop with him, and I great kites by themselves, but this one I actually screwed up the stitching on it, and it came out to be my own creation out of it. It had black lines in the colors that Robert doesn't do, and
That's cool.
I screwed up the stitching, and it turned into something really cool. So that's my favorite I've owned.
Okay, so then your favorite you've flown.
Favorite I've flown has to be some of the kites we flew with Disney Kite Tails at the Animal Kingdom. We pioneered flying kites off the back of Sea-Doos, so being able to fly, we have a Ram Air kite that looked like Zazu from the Lion King, and it's a unique. The wings inflated, but the centerpiece was the body and the beak of a toucan, and it just was a unique way of flying. It kind of slid instead of turned like your regular
dual line or 4 line?
It was 3 line, so
Okay.
two lines for the steering, and the center line is kind of is the pitching of the
Gotcha.
angle of the pitch.
Interesting.
And so, but when you flew it, it would slide horizontally as opposed to turning like a regular traditional.
Interesting. That's really cool.
So that was one of my favorites, and that one we flew 2 of those each show, so it was pretty cool.
Gotcha. So then your favorite design. Doesn't have to be
It
yours.
has to be the same one, but let's see. Let's go with a different type of design.
Sure.
The one I really like, and I wish I owned it, but it's not possible, is the Tyrannus kite by Christian Baden-Powell.
Oh,
It's
sure.
Circular.
Yep.
Wind God kite. I was there when he built it and launched it in Dieppe.
Okay.
And so that was one of the coolest kites I've ever seen.
Sure. Yeah.
Still is, to be honest, is one of the coolest kites I've ever seen. So shout out to CBP for that, because
For sure.
very cool kite.
Very cool piece of art. John, thanks. Thank you for the time.
Appreciate it, Jesse.
Hope you all enjoyed that. John's a really cool guy, and I really appreciate him taking the time. Such a different thing in kiting that he has gotten to do from a lot of us. So it was really cool to see his brain and his experiences kind of put a different spin on the questions or not. Right? That's the fun of the questions, is they're so open-ended. Um, I was really excited to see where he'd go. Um, so yeah, as always, thank you so much for liking, following, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you to all of my guests so far, and until the next episode, we'll see you next time, Skyrider.